Let's start with a quick preview to help you understand right away how this approach works. You will have the option of playing something within minutes if you should decide to try these ideas on your piano. Throughout this course, we will be doing only two things. Number one, we will look at the simple structure of chords. Number two, we will add various musical ideas, immediately producing some great sounds at the piano. Here's the first chord. Notice this chord is based on A. You may or may not know the names of the keys at this point, so watch the black keys. A is above this middle black key of the group of three. To get the other notes of the chord, I'm simply skipping a white key. Let's try the same pattern on D. D is between two black keys. Skip a white key, another white key, and you have a D chord. Let's try this on F. These three chords connect musically. If we start with A and go to these other chords in any order we wish, we get music. Let's try F. Down from three black keys, starting on F, skip a white key, skip a white key. Now, one of the first musical ideas we will add to draw a sound from the piano is bass notes. The bass note matches the root of the chord, in this case A. If you can reach two A's in the bass, reach around the outside of the keys, not over the top. It's much easier to go around the outside. Try this pattern on D. The F chord, below three black keys, back to A. So the bass gives us a fuller sound. What we need now is some rhythm. One of the basic rhythms that's easy to create is a simple even pulse. The bass note is held to support the chord. Now I'm moving fairly quickly. This is a preview of what's to come. Simple chords, musical ideas like bass notes, put in musical order. Another idea to create our own rhythms is we will use the bass notes, not just the root of the chord, but all three notes that are in the chord in the bass. These notes all harmonize, they're all members of the chord already. So by separating them, we create a bass line. Now, if you're in the lower register of the piano, these would have to be separated. If you played them together, it's much too thick, much too dark of a sound. But by separating them and alternating with the right hand, we get some very lively musical patterns without having to read music. If you use the pedal, the sustain pedal, the one to the right, you can keep the pedal down at all times during your playing if you simply let it up quickly when the chord changes. Just for a split second, the pedal comes up. In other words, if I play this chord, I can leave the pedal down the entire time as long as I let it up when I change chords. So the instant that the new chord is played, you let the pedal up for a split second, but basically you can keep it down at all times while you're playing. Now with this idea, listen to the sound we can get from the piano right away. Let's pedal and play 4 A's. Those 4 A's will serve as our bass note. While the pedal holds it, come up and get 2 A chords. Use both hands, the strong fingers in both hands. Eliminate the last 2 fingers, the weakest fingers, and you can play this chord with both hands. See, the A is at the root. So we'll play the bass, pedal. Now, in effect, we're getting 10 notes by playing this pattern. 4 bass notes. Without reading music, we're playing 10 notes at the same time, which has a tremendous sound on the piano. Here's the D chord with D to the left. Here's 4 Fs. Throughout these lessons, I will give some advanced sounds that are difficult to do at first, but they're easy to understand as far as what notes to play. Physically, your skill will improve, and Chapter 2 will go into some developmental skills that will prepare your hands to play these chords more aggressively.
Any key on the piano can be the root of a chord. The root is the same key you play with the left hand to enhance the sound. The left hand can play 2 roots for an even fuller sound. The sustain pedal will make the piano sing. As a general rule, it can be held down as much as you like, as long as you let it up for an instant when the chord changes. The hand position using only fingers 1, 2, and 3 is used only to give you a better view of the keyboard. A relaxed hand position using all 5 fingers is best for normal playing.